Turn to the college game now. The Muhlenberg men's soccer team has extended their season after finding out they are one of the 64 teams that will be competing in the NCAA Division III tournament. They'll be traveling to Stevens Institute of Technology in Hoboken, New Jersey this weekend for their first round and hopefully second round matchups. KRISTEN had a chance to catch up with the Mules yesterday at practice.
The Mules finished their Centennial Conference regular season schedule 5-1-3, that lone loss going to Swarthmore. In the conference tournament, they advanced to the title game, where they were hoping to get that one back from Swarthmore, but came up short in double overtime. But those two losses were their only two all season, and they were awarded an at-large berth to the NCAA Division III tournament.
It's a great opportunity for us, For me, this is the first time going to NCAA, so I'm definitely excited. For us, we have a chance to make a good run, so we're really excited.
The last time Muhlenberg qualified for the tournament was in 2007, when they lost to Virginia Wesleyan in the opening round. The current seniors were freshmen at the time and remember the excitement of playing at that level. They've used that experience as motivation and are excited to have a more influential role this time around.
Got to see with those guys, the older guys on that team, showed everyone the culture of the team, how things are done here at Muhlenberg. So we've been trying to do the same thing, and luckily we've had some success.
We've really improved since last season, all through the spring and summer, and then starting in the fall. They just keep improving and working hard, and they never give up. We've been down in one or two games this season where most teams probably would have packed it in. So they show us some real grit and determination.
The guys are great. We're like a big family, so everything works out really well. We spend time together all the time, on and off the field, so it helps us. We really come together. We're not the biggest, they're the most athletic team, but we move the ball great. We talk to each other constantly on the field, so we're really excited. I think we could definitely have a lot of success this weekend.
Their first challenge is Keene State out of New Hampshire, who is an automatic qualifier after winning their conference championship.
We've seen some video on them, and they're big, athletic, tough. They have a couple good players up front that we need to be mindful of.
They have some good forwards up top that like to get flick on, so it's pretty dangerous for us. They have a good goalie.
They're a good team, but we're really not focusing on them. I think if we come out and play our game, it's going to be difficult for anyone to beat us. So we're ready to show people that we're one of the better teams in the country. So unfortunately, Keene State is going to get it first.
This will be Muhlenberg's 14th NCAA appearance and fourth for head coach Sean Topping, but they're hoping to do better than they have in the past.
We haven't fared out all that well. We've won once in PKs, I think, and lost the other time. So, we just need to go after it like it's any other game, and prepare the same and just get out there and do what we do best.
We're definitely excited. A lot of us have never been here before, so we're definitely excited. Nervous, I'm sure we'll get that out in the first 5 minutes.
Let's hope so, because then they'll have 85 minutes to prove what Muhlenberg soccer is all about. The Mules' first-round matchup with Keene State gets underway at 1:30 Saturday afternoon. If they win, they'll play at 1 o'clock on Sunday, with the spot in the Sweet 16 on the line. With the Mules, I'm KRISTEN for 2 Sports.
Moving to college football, Saturday afternoon marks the 59th meeting between Muhlenberg and Moravian on the football field. 2 weeks ago, the Greyhounds served Earth Science their first loss in the Centennial Conference. Last week, Muhlenberg handed the Bears their second defeat, putting the 7-2 Mules at the top of the league, and with a win over the Hounds, the outright title. Regina Potocny has a preview of our local college football rivalry.
Moravian won their first game of the 2010 season, then fell 3 in a row and suffered some injuries, which forced them to make a quarterback change. In comes Emmaus grad Matt Johnson, who lit a spark, and along with the seniors have led the Hounds to finish the second half of the year 4-1. So with a 5-4 overall mark, a win over 7-2 Muhlenberg will give them an ECAC postseason berth.
We're going to have to continue to play the way we've played for the past 3 or 4 weeks, and then probably play it up another notch, because it's that final game, regular season game, and I don't care what anybody says, who you're playing. It's one that's going to sit in their minds for the rest of their lives. So we want to really come out there and just play the way we've been doing, and hopefully have some success.
we just have to come out with confidence and everything else. Because the past few weeks, now that we actually, Matt Johnson's been starting and everything else, our team showed a lot more confidence, and that really showed on the field. And, we just have to have the leadership, the perseverance, and everything else. Just come through, work our game plan, and just play our game.
There's not one thing that we can look at and say, well, if we can do this against them, we'll be fine. We're going to have to put the whole package together.
Everything's on the line for me, especially, and all the other seniors. It's our last game if we lose. You never want to go out with a loss. Beating Muhlenberg, of course, our rival. It's the biggest rivalry I've ever played in. We had a strong one in high school, but it's nothing like this. It's going to be a big face-to-face battle. We're just going to fight and swing it out.
Muhlenberg started their season off with a loss, but have since grown and matured. They got hot right after that and had one bump in the road mid-October, but now are looking for their 10th Centennial Conference championship and third consecutive victory to take them into postseason, as they already secured a spot in NCAAs.
The wins have been great. A lot of excitement in the team. It's just a completely different atmosphere than it was last year. People are excited to play, and we really look forward to our games rather than dreading waking up on Saturday mornings.
It's Moravian, and that's all that you really need to say. And it's a great rivalry. It's our 1,000th football game. It's our seniors' last regular season game. You don't really have to say more. And our kids understand that.
We're playing confident, and we're a little bit smarter every week. We play a little bit harder every week, and we're going to take this game and hopefully build some confidence and just roll into the playoffs, hopefully.
Well, as a defensive coordinator, I'm most concerned about their quarterback, who I think is an excellent player. And, he's added a dimension to an offense that makes him scary, and that's his ability to run and throw. That's my number one concern. On the other side of the ball, and I think most people know this as well, Moravian's defense has been excellent all year long, excellent last year, and it's just a continuation. So, we've got our hands full to see if we can establish anything running or throwing against their defense.
The big concern, I guess, would be bragging rights. We want to win, and it would be a bad way to end the season going into playoffs on a loss.
Kickoff will be live here on Service Electric Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m. On the scene with Muhlenberg and Moravian, Regina Potocny, 2 Sports.